The NBA on 2. K-Sports, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. For the Denver Nuggets, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Philadelphia. Now here's Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Young outside. From deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Here's Kessler.
He can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Young outside. The 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Brooks misses. Here are the Hornets with the ball. I post Kessler. Back to Durant. Pass to Kessler. Off target from outside.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a few minutes with the Hornets head coach. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, do you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Denver has possession after the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Randall. Here's Nesmith. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Randall. And again, Denver no good. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hornets. Kessler the screen. Durant deciding where to go with it. For the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Randall. That one falls.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
To the middle. Here's Kessler. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now, here is Young. No scoring in this one. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Giannis. To the paint. Here's Kessler. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Kessler's got 6 points.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Here's Randall, and he comes up with the deuce. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
To the inside. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Antetokounmpo inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Durant with it. Out defended by Randall. A nice shot by Young.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Giannis outside. Can't get it to fall.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Durant. 16 feet away. And he gets the bucket.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
Here's Young. He's covered by Beal. Young with the ball. Back to KD. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A big-time effort for Walker Kessler, providing a lot of energy.
The Denver team. 8.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Charlotte.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. DB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
And that one, good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Latrey. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Now Durant. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. The offensive rebound. Pass to Young. Another shot to the wing right side. Shot clock at 3. Clark for three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And here is Beal. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Screen by Durant. To the right side. The shot by Kleber. Wide open. No good with the triple. Got a piece of it. They push it up 4 on 3. Young outside. And Kleber slams it in.
What a play by Young. Out of that pick and roll, does a great job with his decision making.
Here's Beal. And he banks in the layup. Beal's got 9 points in the quarter.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Giannis. Here's the three. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 3. Screen by Kleber. From 17 feet out. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
One of the most efficient two-point shooters in the history of the game, Kevin Durant from the mid-range.
Here's Giannis. Can't cash in from close range.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to Kleber. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Randall. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Beal. 9 points in the game so far. Down low. Stolen by Kessler. And here's KD for 3. Sinks the triple. And now an 8-point Charlotte lead.
Well, such a great decision maker, right? Durant feels out the situation, goes with the pull-up game.
Three-pointer, Randall. Good work defensively by KD. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Outside, Beal to stop the run. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Young from outside. Here's Reeves. 6 on the shot clock. Done shot's good.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
Kessler the screen. Reeves in the corner. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Reeves has got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Brooks for three.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And so it's Charlotte in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Dunn makes it off the glass. Dunn's got 5 now.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And it's Giannis missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The Hornets shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. Young's teammates love to see him at the stripe.
Now here's Durant. Young outside. The 3-ball. Hands it from downtown. He's got 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
In the corner, it's Nesmith. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Pass to Young. 3-pointer. The Nuggets trail by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want. And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Now, here is Young. Following the miss by Julius Randle. This one for 3. Young's shot is off.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Young left side. No good from outside.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. To the right wing. Back to Durant. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Kessler the screen. Young with no one around. hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 13 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. 22 is their biggest lead. Inside. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Pass to KD. Takes a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
First personal foul.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Kleber. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. Charlotte on D. Here's Giannis. That one, no good.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
6 to shoot. A 3 from Warren. No good on that one. Giannis high post. 10 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Nuggets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Charlotte. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range.
28.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Young. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question.
Probably
small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
timeout called, Nuggets. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he drives in. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Young. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
To the paint. Here's Giannis. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Durant, good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
with the drive. 2 points. That one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Out to Brooks. Over to the wing. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. No good from Clark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Beal. Goes back up. That's good on the jump shot. And Reeves has got the ball here for Charlotte. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Outside, Beal. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he had 1 three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Back to Young. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Pass to Kessler. The kick out to Young. Knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 21 in the game.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Durant wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. KD's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Charlotte. Randall no good. Young outside. Shoots the 3. Again, Young missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stolen by Reeves. Clark for 3. Randall grabs the board.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Shot from the top of the key. No good that time.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kevin Durant.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
4 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Beal on the wing. Kleber with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's McCain. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up.